What's up, it's your girl Keely, aka Kiwi. Welcome back to my channel. For those returning, if you're new here, please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate all the love y'all been showing me. I hit 7K, soon to be 8. It's still growing, and I appreciate all the love and the time out of your day you're taking right now to watch me. Sounds so crazy, but you know, I was really tired this weekend and the past weekend. I wanted to do more solo stuff, so I do apologize, but it was a holiday weekend. Kinda. For those that wanted to celebrate, I guess. And then this past weekend, it was a long one because we had, we were doing some volunteering to help promote Street Champs, and then we also were helping send some energy towards Rick G's Way while he performed live at a concert that we went and saw. Both were so amazing. I had such a fun time. I was really tired though, so that's kind of why I didn't want to do a reaction on Sunday, just because I don't like doing any half-assed reactions, fake reactions if you want to say, pun intended, for what we're about to watch. But yeah, so I wanted to wait until the next day off I had and felt kind of more, energetic to want to do some more reactions. So I'm super excited for this one today. This is more FELIP. We definitely heard y'all in the comments, especially on the live on Monday. Y'all were sending in some SB19, so go check out some of the stuff we reacted to there. We did react to, I think it's pronounced Palayo? I don't know. But it was kind of like, I don't want to say older Ken, but like, I've been watching a lot more recent stuff, so it was a little older. It's very interesting too. It was like sexy, but his lyrics were very like, he was upset. He was like, oh, you thought you could leave me? You thought I wouldn't leave you? Well, watch me. It was a vibe. So definitely go check out the live we did on Monday. And that kind of made me want to do some more solo FELIP. That, and you guys were asking for more FELIP and Justin. So I definitely going to be doing more Justin too. I heard y'all. You said I definitely need to listen to that other song. I forget. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but I think it starts with a K. But it kind of has to do with his surreal music video too. Like they kind of go hand in hand. So I'm definitely going to be reacting to that too. So enough jibber jab. We are going to be getting into some FELIP today, Fake Faces. So I'm super excited. This came out, I want to say, a year ago, 2.6 million views. That's so amazing. Ken is definitely my favorite in SB19. I do, it's hard, not sometimes though. You definitely get some bias records every now and then, but I freaking love Ken. He's just so beautiful. His voice is beautiful. His designing, his face, his talent. I definitely want to, kind of dive more into the personalities of SB19 because I feel like the way, I tend to like goofy members too, but I do like the shy members as well. And that's kind of what it seems like FELIP is like. It sounds like some of the fans, 18, you guys were saying, it's a little different now. Now he's kind of been more into, being more talkative, I guess, more just energetic, but he is normally kind of like a shy, introverted fellow, and I can definitely relate to that. I'm an only child, grew up an only child, so it's always been me, myself, and I am the one only golden child, and also the one that makes all the fucking mistakes. So there's only one of me, and just growing up, I just was always really shy and introverted. It wasn't until, later, especially now, that I've kind of just been like, fuck it, I have my own YouTube channel, and I don't care if it's cringe, I don't care if it's corny. All right, if you don't have a little cringe in your life, then clearly you are not living your life. That's all I gotta say, because I've, noticed growing up a lot of things I loved are kind of cringy. I feel like that goes for everyone too. Everyone really, ends up liking these things, and they're afraid just because of what other people think. They don't want to like it. But anyway, sorry, I kind of got a little on a rant there, but we'll get into some FELIP right now. I'm not too sure what this is going to sound like from what I've heard on the live, because you guys were kind of hinting at us to react to it, because we listened to, I'm going to forget the name of this song, but it was an SB19 song. Was it Quit? Maybe? I don't know, but it was a SB19 song that Ken himself wrote originally for himself, but then he decided to, share it with the group, and it was very like rock. Which I enjoyed a lot. It was very rock alternative, and so a lot of people are saying Fake Faces is kind of like a similar approach. So I'm really interested into this. So let's get straight into it. This is FELIP Fake Faces official MB. Ooh, sit back.
Don't tell me it's wrong, cause it's not. I don't trust nobody, I put up these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go. nothing's gonna save me. Feels like I'm finally going crazy. I'm out on the run, there's no use in escaping. One day they love me, then they hate me. I'm never enough, and I try to give what they want from me. This one-sided love is slowly killing me. So don't tell me it's wrong, 'cause it's not. I don't trust nobody, I put up these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go, and I don't know where I should go, 'cause I got no place to call a home. Fake faces come and go. They gon'
Pause. Hold on. I had to stop myself from pausing it right off the bat because I automatically love Philippe's. I hope you could still hear me. Sorry, I accidentally hit the microphone, but I love Philippe's fit as usual. The designer himself has his own freaking clothing line and everything, but his bell bottoms, man, he looks really damn good in those bell bottoms. I noticed he definitely loves the flare, and I also love it. Something I have realized, I mean, maybe it's just all the songs I've reacted to. Besides Quit, I guess that one was kind of emotional, but that one was like a group song technically, even though Ken wrote it. But something I've noticed when Philippe goes solo, he's talking a lot of shit, which I'm not complaining. Like in Bulan, he was talking about all the haters, the crab mentality of people. You know, that other one we just listened to, Palayo, if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. That one, I mean, it was kind of like emotional, like he was upset, but a lot of the lyrics when you read them were very like, you know, the song sounded kind of more sexy R&B, but the lyrics themselves were like very emotional, vulnerable, just talking about like being over a breakup, basically being over the push and pull, being over the back and forth. You know, he's kind of talking to shit there, like, you know what, I'm done with this. Like, you thought I couldn't leave you and I did, and you know what, it is what it is now. I'm not going back there, you know. And with this one, Fake Faces, right off the bat, he's, you know, kind of, you know, not necessarily the haters, but the fake, you know, the people in your life. We all have people in our life that are fake, you know, whether, you know, we love them or not. I try not to be fake back, but I don't like being fake. You know, I try being genuine. So if I don't like you, I try not to be fake, but I'm also like, I try to like everyone, you know. But Philippe, in this sense, he's also kind of saying that. He's like, you know, it's hard to tell, you know, they come and go. I'm never enough, but you know, I'm tired of being used, basically, is what I'm getting from this. He's telling all these fake people in his life, like, I'm not being I'm tired of being used. I'm not falling for your shit. Like, you know, like this lyric right here says they gonna take all that you got. And it's like, you know, it's the truth, especially coming from SB19, not even just like, you know, just my perspective of hanging out with fake people, but I couldn't even imagine how it is when you know, become a celebrity or just even like a local hero in your hometown, how many people just want to hop on the bandwagon and just all of a sudden be all buddy with you. And I feel like, especially being in Philippe's case, it's hard probably telling between the people who are actually there and have your back or the people who are just going to take what you have off your back type shit. I just thought of that. I'm proud, but for real. And I feel that too, just in every day to day, whether it be, you know, at work with coworkers, but that's a little different because you kind of have to work together. Otherwise you got to like quit your job, you know, or even just like people in your life that you thought they meant well to you, but they kind of low key also like kind of ops. They're also acting fake. I feel like, you know, there's people in my life sometimes that I think they mean well, and then I take a look back and I'm like, damn, you actually were kind of mean. You were kind of a bitch. Like, what's up with that, you know? And I feel, you know, even with Street Champs, there's people that are constantly, you know, hating, but then, you know, they see us doing good and then they want to all of a sudden be buddy. Even me, coming from me, these men I used to go to high school with, I never really like had any girl bullies. Like, they did exist, but I never really like I was saying earlier, if I didn't fuck with you, I wasn't going to hang out with you. So I obviously wasn't going to hang out with any of my fake bullies, which I know that's not how bullies works. You know, everyone has a different perspective when it comes to that. But from what I know, some of the men, I should say boys that I went to high school with, who, would tease me or tease my friends, when I started getting into K-pop, when they'd be like, oh, they're just, pretty boys, you don't understand what they're saying, all these people just hate and teasing, and then in reality, now at the age that I am, these motherfuckers are the ones sending me friend requests, saying hi out to me at the bar, like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, bitch, don't forget that I remember when you teased me in high school. Don't forget that I remember when in middle school when you told me and teased me about how my freaking arm hair was. It made me hella insecure about it my whole life. And then I get older and you're trying to be nice to me, you're trying to be buddy buddy. I don't think so. I don't think so, all right? And that's just my little rant. But Philippe, he's standing on business. That's my sayings right now. Thank you, Justin Bieber. But he's standing on business, and he's letting these fucking fake people in his life being like, you know what? They come and go, and I'm just trying to figure out who actually is real and genuine and has my back, So let's get more into it. I had to just take a pause. Also, holding the guitar. Also, he loves his nails painted. Love it. The last one we watched, I think he had black nail polish. This one, he's rocking the red. A vibe. And his freaking guitar. I love Philippe holding a guitar. This is amazing. His tattoos, amazing. Chef's kiss so far. Let's get straight back into it.
Fake faces come and go. They gon' take all that you got. I got something that they want. Wide awake because these thoughts always keep me up. Run away from all the hate. Disappear without a trace. They gon' miss me when I'm gone. I'll keep moving on. I try to give what they want from me. This one-sided love is slowly killing me. So don't tell me it's wrong, cause it's not. I don't trust nobody, I put up these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go. And I don't know where I should go. Cause I got no place to call a home. Fake faces come and go. And it goes back and forth, the same conversations. I'm so sick of these fake smiling faces. People want you just because you made it. So tired of it all. And it goes back and forth, the same conversations. I'm so sick of these fake smiling faces. People want you just because you made it. So tired of it all. So don't tell me it's wrong, cause it's not. I don't trust nobody, I put up these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go. And I don't know where I should go. Cause I got no place to call a home. Fake faces come and go.
Warner Music Philippines. That was great. I think I've heard a lot of different Philippe sounds, but I feel like his rock suits him best. Like, I love that the license plate said ROCKSTAR. Emphasis on no R, because he just put ROCKSTAR. Which maybe it didn't fit the R. I don't know, but it's a vibe. I love those shoes too. I really want me like a chunky pair of some platforms or something like that. Off topic, but I mean, this was definitely him just speaking on the fake people in his life. He said they only, what do you say? Only when I blow up or something, like only when I have gone up and type shit. I don't know. It'll come back to the lyric. But this definitely suits his style the most. I love the aesthetic he chose for the MV too. It's very like obviously one setting. He chose this one area to film in, but I feel like with what he's talking about, it's very suiting, and I like that he's just kind of rocking out, running, jamming out to the guitar, flipping his hair, driving, what is that, a Jeep or something? Someone's driving the Jeep. He was driving the Jeep. That red car too was really cool. I'm very curious. I know chat will probably let me know if the car was already there or if he like put it there for the music video, because it's very interesting to me the way it's like sunken into the ground like quicksand. I don't know if that's like a metaphor for kind of just how the way fake, these people in your life they suck the life out of you. Like he said, you dried me up, and I feel like that could also be a metaphor to the car being there. But if it was already like that, then that's pretty freaking awesome. That was like definitely a meant to be moment. The chorus, the hook, the fake faces come and go. That shit is addicting. That shit's up in my head for sure. I love the editing they all did. It was very simple, but I feel like it suited the aesthetic of the MV and just the aesthetic of Ken overall too. Philippe, my bad. But yeah, that car, I really want to know if it was like in the ground like that or if he just put it there, because it almost looks like he put it there for the MV. But because of how sunken it is in the ground, it also makes me think that it naturally was just there. I don't know. It's very interesting. I love it. People want you because you made it. That was the line I was looking for. That was the line I was looking for. People want you because you made it. And that's kind of like what I was saying before. These people you used to not like, or, they treated you some type of way, and then all of a sudden you're glowing up, and then they want to like attach to you. And it's like, I'm the type of person that I'm like, I'm not going to hold anything necessarily against you. I'm not going to necessarily treat you indifferently unless you've done some fucked up shit. Then there's something different. But like, I just lost my train of thought. I'm not going to treat you differently, but I'm going to stand on business. Like, I'm not going to forget. What is that? I'll forgive, but I won't forget. Which even then sometimes I can't forgive because I'm just like, not that I can't forgive. I want to forgive. I'm a very forgiving person. But I've been trying to stand on business and hold my ground more to certain things and know when, you just have to be at peace. You have to find closure. You can't sit there and beg for forgiveness. I'm the type of person that if you want to say I'm sorry, if you want to sit down, have a conversation, let's do it. But I'm tired of begging for it. I'm tired of having to spell it out, and I feel like fake faces. I mean, all these people just want to attach to you, become a leech off of you. And in reality, they have no good intention for you. And, we were even talking about that on Street Champs. We have a good little squad right now, and we all want the better for ourselves singly. That's the word I was looking for. Singly, in what we're doing in our life. And we also just want good for the podcast, I feel like I'm a big person in karma too. And I believe if you didn't originally have good intentions, whether you spoke on it or not, even if you just thought that shit, even if your heart knows, your mind knows. I believe if you do not have good intentions in something, karma will get your ass. If you're going to sit here and be some fake person and, try to be all nice, but then behind the scenes you're really not like that, or behind the scenes you're talking shit, doing the exact opposite. I am a big believer in karma, and I believe that it will creep up on you, And I totally 100% understand Philippe and where he's coming from. I couldn't even imagine what it's like being in the stardom, and especially, this only came out like a year ago. I couldn't imagine how they feel now too. I don't really know when they kind of blew up. So if y'all know the tea, if it just like kind of recently was a thing of SB19 kind of gaining more traction, or if there was like a certain point where they did kind of blow up, or if it's just kind of like you have to just be in the niche. You kind of have to know. That's me with Kpop. Like, when I introduce Kpop to people, even, some of the Street Champs guys, they're like, what? They have no idea like all the game they were on. And in reality, I'm like, this is poppin'. Like, to the people that know K-pop, to the people know P-pop, T-pop, like, you might not have heard of it, but once you know of it, it's like, damn, so I don't know if it's just something niche. So let me know how, SB19 kind of blew up. Obviously, they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it, so they deserve it all, but I just want to know if there was, like, an actual switching point to where they kind of hit stardom, or if it just kind of was a slowly thing, and, obviously, A-Team does a great, amazing job at just, trying to show all the love to SB19, and even like you guys are with YouTube, you guys are always being like, oh, react to this, oh, react to that on the Monday show when we react to SB19. I see the numbers of people live watching go up, compared to, when we're doing other stuff. So it's so amazing. I couldn't even imagine how it is being there. And, all these people want to love you, and you love them, not meaning 18, but meaning more like career route. Like all these people want to collab with you and they love you, or they claim that. And then in reality, you have to like kind of, find your way through the bushes and figure out which ones are actually, good ones and which ones are bad, which ones, actually want to see you prosper and want to see abundance and want to see you do good in life, no matter the circumstances or the people that, whether at one point in their life they meant something to you, they want to, for some weird reason, have this grudgence, have this, not grievance, have this just hatred, just have this low key hater vibes, in to your face. You think they want well, and then you hear something or they do something, and then you're kind of like, that's weird. I couldn't even imagine what it's like being a celebrity. We see it every day, in day-to-day life, but imagine what it's like being in stardom. There's a lot of cases you could probably think of where there was someone. I mean, the first one that came to my mind when I said that was Amy Winehouse. I love Amy Winehouse. And don't get me wrong, she did have, she was going through some things, okay? She was going through some things, abusing some things, being abused herself, but despite all of that, she had people. She had family who she trusted. And unfortunately, this is a big thing, not even just with celebrities, but even just young child stars. Their family, they see that little bit of money, they see that little bit of stardom, and then they start just using them for it. And, whether the family's aware of it or not, I feel like you've got to be somewhat aware of it. But whether you're aware of it or not, that's not okay. You can't just, leech onto someone and then just start using and sucking all the blood out of them, basically. And that's kind of what I'm getting based off of, what FELIP's saying. He's saying that they dried it all up out of him. He's staying up at night wondering, about all these people, these situations, and it's hard to know, especially when you have a pure heart and you want to reach out and love everyone, but it makes it so hard. And when you can't trust people, when you have people who you thought were real ones, and then in reality, they're the ones that did you the dirtiest, I don't know if there's any cases, if this was particularly to someone specific. So if you guys know of any tea, any lore of maybe who Ken or FELIP could be actually talking about, or if it's just kind of like what I'm saying, being in stardom, being that big of a, personal luck up to other people start just wanting to leech and suck it out of you, So let me know on that. But regardless, I love this. I know I kind of always just jibber jab for a while, but I can't help it, especially when it comes to something that has such a good message through it. And SB19 always has such good messages, and especially FELIP, I could tell the angst in him right now. I love his angsty self. I love this vibe. He definitely is standing on business, and he's even hurt, like he is saying right here, so tired of it all. It probably gets really old, it gets really exhausting. You're like, god damn, I thought that they were real ones, and then they went and just proved me wrong, like all these other fake people. And so I definitely, is this my favorite? I don't know. I need to listen to more lore, I feel like, to decide what my actual favorite of FELIP's is so far. But as far as sound goes, this is definitely my favorite. I like angsty FELIP too, but they could all pull it off. I've seen so many different genres from them solo and also in the group. It's really hard for me to choose. But I definitely like the rock star side of Ken. It definitely suits him so well. I definitely want to check out more of his stuff. I know you guys, I think, were saying, was this off a Seven Sins album? Is that the name of the album? Are more of his songs, do they kind of sound like this too? Let me know. Recommend me. You guys always recommend me so many things. And I will definitely, I promise y'all, I will go and try to read all the comments. But you, 18 and the Warning Army, bro, y'all, that music, my reaction drops and you guys just be in the comments, and I freaking love it. But it's almost like it gets overwhelming at one point where I'm just like, oh my god, I ever want to respond to them all, but I physically can't. You know what I'm saying? So I try my best. I read them. I like them. I respond to them. I send some emojis. So I promise I see all of you guys' requests. So please let me know on this video too what more you want to see from me. I'm definitely on the solo route of SB19 right now. I've done some FELIP, and I'm going to do some more Justin too. So let me know if you want me to check out some of the other guys' solos, what you might recommend for me, some more angst of FELIP, or if there's another, underrated song that you're like, oh my god, everyone needs, you need to listen to this, it's underrated, but I know you're gonna love it type of, so definitely I appreciate you guys so much for being here and taking the time out of your day. Like I said earlier, thank you so much for 7K. So if you've made it so far and you haven't already hit that button, please hit it. It's just a small button, and it really means a lot and helps me grow. And, I really want to get more things moved in motion, and it's just a matter of time to, it's just, patience is virtue. Is that what they say? I don't know. I feel like that's wrong now I said that. But regardless, I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Remember, do not worry about the things you cannot control, and I'll catch you guys next reaction.